Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Two Halves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff, future fixtures, past fixtures, and a few things on the side. Well, let's get started with the title of this video, which is Callum Hudson-Odoi. Will he stay at Chelsea, or is it too little, too late from Chelsea? Personally, I think. Well, to be honest, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure because he played obviously yesterday and got himself a goal, and it didn't seem his celebration didn't seem like he was really leaving. But definitely, if he didn't play in that game yesterday, I would have said definitely he's leaving because obviously big reports of him handing in a transfer request, which is obviously a big blow for Chelsea. But you know, it's just I don't blame him because he's obviously not getting enough game time. But maybe we're seeing a side of Chelsea now saying, "Look, we made a big mistake. Please don't go. We're going to give you all the minutes." Maybe might play him on their fixture on, is it Tuesday? Well, tomorrow or no, I think it's Wednesday. So maybe if they play him in that, then I could definitely see him staying. But if not, then probably not. So yeah. But what do you think about it, Rico?
I think it's a bad move on Chelsea's part because he's good, but they also get a lot of money out of him, and especially when he's a young player as well. He's getting close up to like 40, 50 million. That's a lot of money for an 8. Is he 18 or how old is he?
Yeah, he's 18. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for an 18-year-old. So yeah, good for Chelsea's part, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It is obviously a good deal, but it's still, I feel like he'd be worth like over the hundreds eventually, especially where the market's going. Yeah, it will be a shame to see such a great talent leave the Premier League. Obviously, being the league that is our home nation. But it's what's best for him. And if Chelsea haven't said to him, "Look, we're going to play you in loads of games now instead of Willian and Pedro," then he must go because what Bayern are offering him is just insane, and he'd be silly not to take that. So I don't blame him. But the second thing we'll talk about is Spurs versus Palace. Obviously, a huge win for Crystal Palace. I'm sure they beat him in the cup a couple of years ago as well. It's just, I know a lot of people have been saying, obviously, they're missing their 3 key players. And any team you take away their top 3 out their 4 best players, because you could count Eriksen as well, you're gonna obviously miss out and be slacking. But then saying that, I still don't believe that they should be losing 2-0 to Palace. But it was also the way they were playing, I think, is what let them down. You can't really play possession style football when Palace are playing the way they do, their formation so compact. It wasn't very good from Spurs, and I'm sure a lot of their fans will make excuses again, but I still believe they shouldn't have put out such a weak side in an FA Cup fixture. But also, yeah, and they should take these cup fixtures more seriously. Otherwise, what are they going to win? And I think the fans should be during the team and not just be making it. But what do you think, Rico?
Another trophy that Spurs aren't going to win this year, so it looks very unlikely that they're going to win anything this year, I don't think, which get to the Champions League, I think. If they get into the Champions League, I think it's close for top 4. It could be a really bad season for Tottenham. They could not get in the Champions League and not win anything. But I just think, I don't know really. They're out of the league anyway. They're still in the Champions League, but it's going to be very hard, unlikely for them to win that. So I think it's just going to be a season like finishing third or fourth. That's what I think.
Yeah, but obviously I understand Pochettino did rest a few players in that Palace game because he wants to take the Premier League more seriously, and top four is obviously the priority thing. I understand that, but I still believe the whole team could slip up in the Prem as well. Just imagine that the Man United and Chelsea, Man United or Arsenal take their spot and Chelsea stay in the top four, because we've been saying for, like, a lot of people have been saying for the past month or two, if there's anyone going out of the top four, it's Chelsea, and I'd have to agree with them on their recent form. But now maybe it's not their fault, but it could possibly happen where they get out of top four if Man United keep on the way they are. I don't think Arsenal can, but definitely Manchester United. Tottenham have got to watch out, because Chelsea look like they've just bought a new striker. Loaned him. Things are going to be on the up for them. It looks like it. So Tottenham have got to up their game either in the transfer window or just really mentally, and they've got to get through this period in their club without their three key players, and push through to just get top four now, because they're not going to win any trophies. Just focus all on the league, and I think they should do fine. But I still see the vulnerability there. Next thing we can talk about is just a little bit Chelsea versus Sheffield Wednesday. Just pretty much, this goes to show that Chelsea didn't play well. They were nowhere near their best, but they still got a win, 3-0 win. So that just goes to show how poor Sheffield Wednesday were. So yeah, not much to say on that. Higuain didn't get his goal, but he made some good runs. But did you see the game, Rico, or see the highlights?
No, I watched the game. It was a good game. I thought Higuain was quiet though. I thought I was expecting him to get a goal, which was a bit a shame. But I think he'll do. I think he'll get a goal maybe this weekend. Depends who they're playing, but it could be close if he will get a goal. I also think that Sheffield Wednesday had a couple of opportunities, but they were not a top class side, so they couldn't punish them. Whereas if Chelsea come up against a really good side and give them the opportunities, they will concede a goal and possibly go on and lose a match. So they need to solid up the defence, I think. So to make it like them a strong force to be reckoned with next season and possibly go on and win the league.
Exactly. Agree with your points there, but it's just they cruised through that game pretty much. Obviously got an early penalty due to I think it was VAR. I think I did watch the game, but I can't exactly remember. But also Chelsea have a game in midweek as well, so you never know. Gonzalo Higuain could get his first Chelsea goal in. But they also have a game at the weekend. A lot of fixtures coming up in this next month. So clubs are going to be really pushed to the limit, or the team anyway, on their fitness levels. For his sake and Chelsea's sake, I hope he does get his first goal as soon as possible. It would just be nice to see another big player from another big league do well, and just having another big caliber player in the Premier League scoring goals and everything just puts the league even in a higher position internationally. and that will just be great for the league and obviously Chelsea. But next thing we can talk about is Arsenal Cardiff, obviously upcoming game. I'm pretty sure tomorrow. Arsenal obviously coming off a loss to Manchester United. I still obviously believe that they'll get the win against Cardiff. Obviously, a lot's been going on at Cardiff recently with the Emiliano Sala situation, but they've handled it the best way they can, and the fans especially. Don't know if you've seen this, Rico, but the banners outside saying something like, "Even though you never played or scored a goal for us, still be ever forever treasured by us." So that was nice to see from their fans. But yeah, I still see Arsenal getting the win here. I'm probably going to go for a 3-1 Arsenal win. What do you think, Rico?
I think it'll be a sad day for Cardiff. I think there'll be a strong tribute for Emiliano Sala, and you'll see be a bit like the Leicester game when Leicester played Cardiff after their chairman had died. So I think it'll be one of them situations. They'll be coming out playing in their shirts.
Sorry.
I think.
But yeah, sorry, go on.
I think Arsenal go on and win 3-1.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. 3-1 exactly. I agree. So yeah, sorry guys, I'm just a bit thing. But yeah, next thing we can talk about is Liverpool versus Leicester. So yeah, Liverpool versus Leicester. Obviously, Leicester high up in the table. Pretty sure they're 7th or 8th. Maybe 9th. But yeah, it'll be a good game. Obviously, I still see Liverpool getting the win. Obviously, top of the league, flying. Only game they've lost this season is obviously to Manchester City. Big game, but even then it wasn't. It's not a big loss for them. They're still. Is it 7 points clear, Rico?
4 points clear. 4 points clear, guys.
4 points. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
4 points clear. But that's still quite a big lead, to be honest. It's. Yeah, I think it's good enough at the moment, and obviously, I think that adds that there's no pressure on them as much. So, I see them coming out with a win. Still going to be quite close, so I'll probably say 2-1 Liverpool. What do you think, Rico?
Yeah, guys, I think he's right. To be honest with you, I think Liverpool will come out on the winner because they're having a bit of a tough spell. Leicester are, guys. So I think that Liverpool are gonna go on and win 4-1, 5-1 maybe, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a big scoreline. But guys. I can see where you're coming from. Obviously, Liverpool's attack is just a different class to a lot of people. So yeah, I can't really disagree with you there, but I'm still sticking with my 2-1. I think Leicester are quite a big threat. So yeah, that's all I've got to say there. Next thing we could talk about is Spurs versus Watford. Obviously, we spoke about Spurs earlier. It's going to be a struggle for them, I think, this game. I still see them getting the win somehow, though. I think they'll bounce back after that Palace performance, after everyone talking about them. So I'm going for a 2-1 Spurs win. And also, remember, guys, Watford did beat them in the previous fixture in the beginning of the season. So that might play a part in their minds, but we never know. But anyway, Rico, what do you think?
I think, guys, that what uh, Watford will go on and win this game. To be honest, I think who are they playing again?
Spurs.
Oh, Spurs. Oh, is it home or away?
It's home for Spurs.
Oh, I think, guys, that
So professional.
I think it'll be a 2-1 win, guys, to Watford.
All right. Well, a bit controversial, but I see what. Yeah, totally. Could happen. Spurs just have 2 losses. So yeah, I see what you're saying there, Rico. Yeah, I could see it happening. Last thing we'll talk about is the Morata situation. Obviously, officially signed, loaned for the rest of the season to Atletico Madrid. He started off his footballing career there when he was 13. I'm pretty sure he said, which is quite surprising, to be honest. Wasn't it? That's what I was kind of thinking, is that he was at Real Madrid. I thought his loyalties would have lied there, and he wouldn't have wanted to go to their rival club. But obviously, it's a bit different to that situation. He started off at Atletico Madrid, so it doesn't matter to him. It's going to be. I think it's going to be an all right move for Morata. Don't really see how he fits in there. They've got a lot of strikers, and it's not like all of them are injured. They've got Griezmann on form. I'm not sure about Diego Costa, but I don't really see the point on the Atletico Madrid side. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see, and it's kind of, they can't go wrong. It's a loan at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure they might have an option to buy, but I'm not too sure about that. So
I think it's an option to buy, 18-month loan with an option to buy.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Got me on my facts there, Rico. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say on the matter. But what have you got anything to say on it, Rico?
No, I just want to say, guys, that we live stream Monday to Friday, and we would really like you to tune in, because we want to hear your opinions, really, guys, because we're a community, and
He's taking a piss.
And we want to see you support our channel and try and get 30 subscribers. So we're a community, guys, and we want to hit 1,000 views on one of these live streams.
Obviously, Rico's in a bit of a giddy mood, so we best end it here. Obviously, we'll see you guys on the next live stream on Friday, and hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you.